Almost every person on this earth knows about Tesla, the electric best-selling vehicle company owned by our favorite guy, Elon Musk. Coming from the minds of a tech mogul like him, people rest assured that the features of Model Pi would be more than a specialty. They are going to be one in a million, and I'm not talking about dollars. For sure, when the phone would be first released, we would be the first to unbox them. However, Model Pi is set to release somewhere between 2022 and 2025. These are 3.5 long years, so you would rather sit tight and stay tuned. First and foremost, and I bet the photographic folks would nod along with this video, the camera is the feature many people love in a phone, especially when it gives out results that are absolutely post-worthy. Tesla Model Pi would feature 4 lenses that, according to some reports, will completely revolutionize photography. Gorgeous, mesmerizing pictures that measure the amount of sunlight and click accordingly. It's going to change how we photograph the night sky in its cosmic glory. With a single tap on the phone, you would capture the most beautiful constellations without blurs or hurdles. Oh, and that's not even all. Imagine you want to create a video, but you also want to take a picture of that very moment too at the same time. How is that possible now? Well, you must have forgotten we are talking about a Tesla invention, notorious for making the impossible possible. And Model Pi does so too. With one lens, you photograph your surroundings, and simultaneously with the second lens, you are recording your classmates goofing around in class, or a child blowing out the candles at his or her birthday party. Not only that, but the placement and contrast of the camera lens go pleasingly with the aesthetics of the phone itself. At the center top of the backside, the lenses are deep black, contrasting beautifully with the phone. Here is another tiny detail that we never thought we needed, a concealed selfie camera that pops out only when it comes in handy. That way, you would not be worried about blurring your self-portraits because of grainy screens and have a lesser chance of breaking the front camera when you accidentally, whoops, drop the phone. For sure, the iPhone has this mega awesome screen thing which is Ultra HD. People mostly buy the phone for its eye-catching screen fit. Androids, if you know, have this bad rep about slightly blurred screens and screenshots that ruin an image when they are posted on social media. 1 in 10 people would agree with us here. Little overachievers out there changing the world they are in, Tesla tech would bypass Android and overthrow the iPhone in a cruel second. Model Pi has an actual infinity screen that has no notch at the top, like the iPhones or cutouts like the Samsungs, giving it a handsome look more pleasing to the eye. The screen is made up of the most resilient material, so even if you whoopsie-doo and drop your gazillion-dollar phone, there is about a 1% chance it would shatter into pieces. Welcome to the future, where interrupted touches are out of the window, and you would use it so smoothly as if gliding your fingers through the water. Plus, the brightness is high enough to use in sharp daylight. No more running to the shadows to see if your ex texted you back or if it was just a false alarm. Not to mention the back of the phone changes hues. This is caused by the photochromic coating glittering in various degrees of sunlight falling on it. What else? Oh, of course, the phone would be 100% waterproof and dust resistant. This is a no-brainer. Come on guys, it is a Tesla we're talking about. These features are only half of what Musk has to offer, goes a website called Authentic Reviews. Unlike Android, the iPhone is pretty secure. As described by Tech News, Tesla Model Pi phones would come with a state-of-the-art security that uses a proprietary protocol, with encrypted user data that will require an end-to-end encryption and an add-on such as browsing the internet anonymously. More secure than the incognito mode in Google Chrome, securing a connection of free internet encryption of IP and blocking harmful ads. It appears it offers a lot more than a phone we use nowadays. Can Tesla's Model Pi surprise you more? It's a yes, all the way, baby. Boy, is Tesla gonna change the game forever when these solar charging indications turn out to be true. Tesla has always distinguished itself for its solar power mojo, and the concept is not completely impossible or absurd. Elon Musk Power explains. With its elegant solar panel shingles, the firm has already built a reputation for itself. But covering a smartphone back to a solar panel has one major drawback. You can't use the cover. Otherwise, we would have seen more smartphone makers doing this by now. If you are wondering how exactly solar charging works, here it is. You leave your phone out in the sun. Imagine charging your battery out on the wall in open daylight. This is so environmentally good and cuts back on your electricity bills too. Seeing Tesla, this is a marvelous match for it as well. Its elegant solar panel out front already has a lot to give. This solar charging thing would be a cherry on top. Among the future, and you will see it with your own two stubborn eyes, cryptocurrency is the future. Musk's vision is settlers on Mars and transactions acted out not by banks but the zeros and the ones we are only getting used to. He wants to mine out the coins for the future citizens of Mars and ease the economy. This futuristic approach needs its foundation laying the grounds. Enter Tesla Model Pi. As Gwen Shotwell, the SpaceX president, boldly and reasonably tells us, first of all, when Elon says something you have to pause and not immediately blurt out, well, that's impossible. Or, there's no way we're going to do that. I don't know how. So you zip it and you think about it and you find ways to get it done. This phone would have the ability to do everything related to cryptocurrency along with storage and payment options. This is the legacy. Practically the power of my bank would be in the palm of my hands. Sorry for ruining your line, Doc Ock. The then well-established cryptocurrency has this developed feature of Model Pi, wallet applications, and payment platforms. Elon was the one to introduce us to PayPal, so embarking on this journey does not look like a failure. On the contrary, it's a future one would die for, which is ironic seeing how the planet will try to kill everybody in the next 50 years. Looks like iPhone has left the chat. Starlink, SpaceX's space-based internet provider, is closely linked to Tesla. Musk fans would know it because Elon is the CEO of both companies. The Tesla phone might potentially help fund Mars colonization, which has been a business aim since it was the first brainchild. However, they would have to figure out a means to not only hide the satellite phone's large antenna, but also ensure reliable service from that compact gadget. Once more, it seems Tesla has to figure it out. And once more, here we go, it's Tesla we are talking about, Sonny. One possibility is that it would function in places where a Starlink base already exists, such as a skyscraper, or if it ever occurs, a Tesla automobile equipped with the right antenna. That would be beyond awesome. If I may, it would be out of this world, pun intended. The concept of computers interacting with the mind is still a work in progress, while Neuralink is among the firms working on it. They claim to be developing the first brain implant that will allow you to operate a computer or smartphone from anywhere. This would be done simply by thinking about it using the activities of your brain. It is possible that the first phone able for such a task would come from Tesla. Because Musk owns Neuralink, an early version might run on any smartphone with the Neuralink application. But it'd also make logical sense to see it here. Elon Musk gave his thoughts on this topic by conveying, "I concluded that we should aspire to increase the scope and scale of human consciousness to better understand what questions to ask. The only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment. This signifies that it's not hard to believe that Neuralink will work, and that Tesla could scoop up some of that successful outcome and use it for good. Apple and Tesla's camera systems, according to rumors, are remarkably similar. This comparison would say otherwise. The latest iPhone 13 Pro, which is considerably newer and more sophisticated, has 3 lenses on its backside. The iPhone takes amazing images, even with wide angles. During its release, the iPhone was noted for its slanted screen. The notch houses the front lens and other sensors. On the other hand, some phone manufacturers have experimented with various layouts such as a perforated lens. Apple has only ever reduced the size of the notch. Several individuals despise the design since it takes up valuable screen space and diverts attention from the overall aesthetic, yet have little choice but to accept it, having used an Apple product. The smartphone's rigid glass back is prone to breaking when dropped. Owners should use a case as they take it out of the package. Yikes. The iPhone may be charged wirelessly instead of through a cable, and there have been several complaints about how slow compared to other expensive phones. The iPhone 13 was to come with a satellite connection, but that did not happen. There is a lot more that the iPhone lacks than the Model Pi offers and promises, making it the most anticipated technology to come out in the decade. Maybe the iPhone will develop its technologies, but one thing is for sure, every eye is on the Tesla Model Pi phone update. I assume yours too?